Okay everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our playthrough for BlackThorne on the Super NES. And we left off, we're now in level 5, haven't died yet thankfully. And we're clearly in a forest right now, so it changes scenery, and you've probably already seen some different enemy types, and that will continue to change, and you're going to see a lot more as we go through here. So basically, this can be a little bit of a challenge and a maze if you've never played this before, and certainly who has up until now. Now here is our first new enemy, these Octovines as I'll call them. They have to be killed with either 4 shots from your gun, or you can take them out with a firebomb if you've acquired one, which we have not as of yet, but you will certainly see those as we go through this forest level. Now obviously if you drop down on them, that's not smart, so don't do what I just did, but you certainly can. Not that big of a deal, you just take one little hit point here. Now here you got a wasp bomb drone up here, so wait till it comes down. We already know what to do with these things. Teabag it a little bit and shoot it 3 times. Boom, gone. And we're going to move on forward, but oops, can't do that. There's a door in the way. So what do? We're going to have to backtrack just a little bit, hit the switch that was covered by an Octovine, then run all the way forward. Don't worry, Mr. Grunt will get you later. And we're going to climb up here, and we're going to talk to this NPC, and he's probably going to have an item for us. And what's it going to be? Well, that's going to be a key, and yes, we will need that key a little bit later. Typically, when you see NPCs in the middle of nowhere, they probably got something useful for you, so keep that in mind. Go grab that stuff. All right, now we have the key. We're going to run back, do some backtracking, and it's quite a bit of backtracking, unfortunately. Yes, we are going to go that way to the right eventually, but we don't have all the required items that we need just yet, so just save that for now. We're going to continue to backtrack all the way up, over, going to go up a little bit more, up this next ladder here, and we're going to continue to get some items that we need before we can complete this section of the forest level here. So where are we going to go? Over this way. We're going to use that key that we just got. And we have another rickety bridge here. Obviously, don't be stupid and fall down it. Don't go up with that bomb spider. Go down here. You're going to continue to drop down, go over to the left. Do a little bit of backtracking over left this way. And once we get over here, you're going to see that we have another purple enemy that we've come across at the very beginning. These are enemies that you sometimes want to kill, sometimes you don't. It just depends on their placement and location. Oftentimes, it's better to just run right past them because usually they don't really have any items for you anyway. And they're just a pain to kill regardless. So sneak past them, kill them, whatever you want to do. Just be very careful because they will hurt you badly. This is an enemy that you do want to kill because it gives you a levitator item, and you will need it to finish the level, obviously. Once you get it, go ahead and drop down, preferably safely. Now, we're still not ready to go over to the right just yet. We need to make sure we have a bridge item here, and we're not quite at that point. So to get it, you want to do what I just did, but jump across right about here. You're going to kill this purple grunt enemy. You might want to take a step forward just in case you get shot because that will blow you off the bridge and totally ruin your day and your plans. But nonetheless, we do get it done, and we get 2 wasp bombs here, and we're going to need those for when we eventually get over across the bridge here, which I believe we're pretty close to doing right now. Yep, we're going to run across, jump. Don't want to get hit by those Octovines there and lose some health. You can kill this enemy if you want to, but it's really not necessary. Now right here, obviously get your wasp bomb out. If you remember what we did in the first world, you know what we're doing here. Fly it up into the hole right near the computer and boom! Away it goes. Walk right on through. You can jump up and get this if you need it, although we're basically done with the level, and with the health that we have, not too much to worry about here. You can kill this enemy if you want to. It's not going to give you anything pertinent. Again, we're pretty much done with the level anyway, so just go ahead and walk right past it. You got a few Octovines down here you can kill if you want to. If you had a firebomb, you could easily kill them, but nonetheless, easily taken out. Dispose of them however you want, if you want. Go to the elevator, and we're done with the first section of the forest. Now it's going to get a little bit trickier and a lot more hectic. You're going to have more of these purple human shooting enemies here. Some of them you can choose to kill or just walk right past them. I am just a completionist and I love to kill stuff if they're in my way. And obviously if this thing shoots me, I'm not going to let them get away with it. So no items here, but just walk on through. You got a couple more enemies up here. You got some friendlies and some red grunts. Nice thing about the friendlies, you probably noticed this, but they will take gunfire for you. They can act as human shields. That is one that you did want to kill because it gives you a firebomb. Firebombs obviously aren't necessary to get through this game, but they certainly make portions of this level, like that part, a lot easier because they'll take out these Octovines for you. I tend to avoid them if I know that they're coming up, the firebombs that is. Now here is a spot where you do want one. Boom, boom, boom. Take out 3 of them in one shot. You could do a running jump to get over that pit, but it's a lot easier to just use a firebomb, and it's cool at the same time. Now right about here, kill the enemies. Shoot them, shoot them. It's fun, fun, fun regardless. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Why not? We got nothing else to do. Take them out. I don't believe that NPC gives you anything anyway, so just ignore it. And we're going to continue to climb up here. We're just going to progress to the next part of this level here, so nothing too terrible just yet. This is a pretty long jump, so get to the far edge, jump across, hang, get yourself back up. What do we got here? A health potion. We all know what the nice secret with those are is. Move on up. Be very careful. Duck into the background. Thankfully, our human friend took him out for us. We don't have a key just yet, so we're going to continue pushing across to the right. You could opt to go right past this guy. In fact, that might actually be a smart play because I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you get behind the purple guys, you can shoot them from behind, and they do not have the capability of shooting behind themselves. You can get 5 free shots on them. Just don't stand right next to them because they can melee kick you, so don't be stupid like that. Continue moving on forward. You have an elevator there you can climb up and use, and we are definitely going to do that at this point. There are some very important things that we need up here. There's a red grunt guarding a switch, and that's a very important area we have to go to. I would strongly recommend killing this purple guy because you can't get up there unless you kill him. He will melee kick you. There we go. Let's move on up, and let's see what exactly that red grunt is holding that we have to kill him for. I got a pretty good idea considering he's guarding a switch. Could it possibly be a key? Yes, it is. Get the key, immediately use it, and now we see what it was used for. It will bring the elevator back down here. So now we have 2 elevators. The first one we already used. The second one will be used a little bit later in this level. There's a bridge to nowhere. I wonder what that could possibly mean. Got a firebomb, not really necessary, but of course nice to have for taking out groups of those octovines. Going to do a little bit of backtracking right now. I know that's one of the downsides about this game. Sometimes in some levels there is pretty excessive backtracking, although thankfully it's not too terrible, at least not yet. We're going to come down here. We have a switch over to the right, and that's going to open this door here. Now, we got a screen and a half to traverse before we actually get to it. So we're going to run as fast as we can. We're going to opt not to kill this guy. We could kill him if we wanted to, but then that would waste time. Now, right here, we got a dead end. What could that possibly mean? Were we wasting our time? What were we doing? Well, we're going to find out later. Good chance we come back over here a little bit later once we have a certain item type. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out soon enough. So for the time being, it's good to at least show you that portion of the level. We're going to backtrack again. We're going to go back over left this way. And pretty close to the start of the level, right about here. This time we're going to go up because we do have a key now. Use that key, and let's move over to the left to the next part of this level. What do we got over here? We have a top bridge with a breakaway bridge. We don't want to go down there. We're not really worried about that purple guy, so we're going to jump across and ignore him. Doesn't really give us anything anyway. And we have another gap to cross over. A lot of extensive gaps here in this game, particularly in the forest level. Another health vial potion. I'll certainly take that, thank you very much. We're not going to go up that ladder just yet, but we will cross it soon enough when the time is ready. Of course, that's not now. We keep moving across. We have more purple enemies here. Kill the one on the bottom. The one on top really isn't a threat, obviously, so we're not going to bother with him right now. So just continue moving across. We may come back later. I don't recall if he actually gives us anything. So for now, keep moving. We have a red grunt here. Take him out when the time is safe. I don't know why we didn't get 2 shots on him. Sometimes they tend to troll us a little bit here in this forest level. We did kill him. Didn't have anything, unfortunately. Just keep moving across. Ooh, look at this. Red grunt and 3 spider bombs. So chances are you're going to want to kill this thing and then jump the spider bombs, or you could just get in the background and duck them. Now, because we opted to hit that switch, we now have another elevator here. This purple enemy you don't have to kill, but again, I just can't help myself. And I've got plenty of health potions, so why not? Let's just take him out quickly. I don't think he gives us anything, so whatever. It's just for the sake of being safe and cautious. Now this guy right here is going to give us something important. He gives us a key. Now that key, what could it possibly be used for? Most likely a door switch. And sure enough, I believe that is the case. So, whoa, that was close. Almost got hit by 3 of them there. We're going to keep moving across. We are going to jump up here. You don't have to kill that purple guy. Luckily, he did it for us. There we go. Use the door switch. Let's go up. And let's think what parts of this level are left undone here. There was a bridge to nowhere on a plateau, a little bit way back if you remember that section. We are going to get to it eventually here. But for the time being, just keep on moving through, kill these red grunts. I don't think this one gives us anything. Oh, anything useful? Oh, actually, something very useful. Gave us a levitator. We will absolutely need a levitator and another health potion. You think they gave us enough health potions by now? Well, we're certainly going to be using at least one of them a little bit here. So that levitator, where could we possibly use it? I've got a couple of very good ideas. If you remember, there were some dead-end trees back at the start of this level. We're going to go back and we're going to check at least one of them, if not both of them, because I know for a fact that levitator has to be used on one of those sections here. Now we have a few little spider bombs. Don't want to go up that elevator. Run, 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 jump, 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 go, go, go. Lots of backtracking. Keep on moving. I'm moving a little bit slow here because I'm taking it cautious, and there's no harm in doing that. Now here we go. I'm going to jump across this hole now. If you remember back, we skipped this last time. Jump the hole, climb up the ladder, and we're going to get to the next important section here. We have a red grunt at the top of the tree just minding his own business. What could that possibly mean? He has an item of what significance? It is a bridge item here, and that was the key that we needed. Remember that bridge that led to nowhere? Well, there's the key for it. Now we have all the tools that we need. We just have to get to that bridge to nowhere, and now that we have the levitator, we can certainly do that. We just have to show you where to go to use that levitator, and then we can drop down, use it, and use the bridge, and that should be the end of this section of this level here. Now, right about here, we're approaching one of the dead-end trees here, and I actually forgot where to use the levitator, so I'm testing it out right about now. Once I find it, you're going to see it doesn't work, so if you select the item, yeah, you could put it down. I'm trying it, but in the back of my mind, I'm realizing, because I have an offline map here as I'm doing this playthrough, I'm realizing that that's not where you want to go. So we're just going to continue onward here, and I do know where the next tree is going to be to use this levitator. Ooh, that was close. So a little bit more backtracking. We're going to continue on over to the right, and this tree, dead-end tree, is coming up pretty soon here. We're going to go down the ladder. Getting very close to it now. Now we're going to hit the switch. Remember last time we hit this switch and it led to a path to nowhere? Now it's going to actually be a path to somewhere because we have this levitator icon here. Yep, you can see that's where we tried to use it last time. Now we're going to run through, and now's the time to use it. Go ahead and drop it, jump up, and there's that bridge to nowhere. Get your bridge item, run all the way across, and there is the elevator that'll take us to World 2-3. And they're talking about a seer, which is basically the person who will warp us to the next mission here, but that's for another time. For now, we're halfway through part 2 of this. We're into level 7 out of a mandatory 12. So we're more than halfway through the Pro Challenge right now without a death. That's pretty good, I gotta say. Moving on up, 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 and you're gonna see a lot of the same stuff. The purple human enemies are gonna get tougher and trickier placements. Some of them are gonna get really ugly, and you'll see what I mean in just a little bit here, especially in level 8. Thankfully, we're not quite there yet, so we're just going to very carefully take out the enemies as they come up to us. There's a health potion. And remember, just as a little reminder here, in case you've forgotten, because we're pretty far in at this point. Ooh, there's a key. Got to get that. Health potions do not carry over, along with any other items that you get. No items will carry over to future levels. So make sure if you got a health potion, use it up if you want to. Use whatever you got in your possession here, because it will not carry over. Moving through, we got more spider bombs here, more red grunts. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. They're just trying to trick us up here and get us ready for tougher enemies yet to come. Just jump right across. So nothing we haven't seen before. Nope, can't say it's too difficult yet. So right now we're just moving on through very simple platforming at this point. Moving up over to the right. What do we got? Always very helpful to bring out your gun beforehand, because you never know what's coming up here. This section right here, if you're quick and you're a speedrunner, you can actually run past that purple grunt, get on the ladder right there, and it'll kick you off through the floor, and you can bypass half the level right there. It's very tricky to do, though, and I don't recommend it if you're not experienced with this game, which is most likely most everyone watching this video. So anyway, I digress. If you're looking to speedrun, that is a cheat right there for you. So for the time being, we're just going to either shoot this guy or run right past, and of course we all know we can't help ourselves. There's 4. It usually takes 5 shots to kill these things, in case you haven't figured that out by now. Keep on moving through very carefully. Run, run, run. And there is a key switch right there. Do we have the key? Yes, we do. We got it way back at the start of this level here. There's a door. We don't really want to open it just yet, so we're going to continue on down. There is a switch. Could it possibly be the one we want? No, it is a machine gun. Now the machine guns we've already seen, you can shoot them straight on, you can shoot them from behind, or you could just ignore them. I'm opting to kill this thing because I hate machine guns. Now, not what we were hoping for here, so essentially it is a dead end. We're going to run all the way up. Unfortunately, that switch triggered a machine gun, yes, but it also triggered the door we were looking to open. So you got to move very quickly once you open it here, because as you can see, that door will eventually close, and you will hear it as well. Moving on through, more purple grunt enemies. Shoot, kill, whatever. I don't care at this point. Do what you must, just don't die. And what do we got here? Another firebomb, which probably tells us we have some octovines coming up here. I don't see them yet, thankfully. Now right here, you can opt to shoot this thing or not. I'm just going to opt to avoid it. And really, we're just going to keep moving on down here. We don't have the bridge item yet, but we will very soon. It's going to be necessary to complete the level, of course. Now here, this is where a firebomb is very useful. Boom, boom, boom. 3 or 4 out of the way. Get the levitator. You do need to kill that octovine right there, so dispose of it with your gun. And jump all the way back up. We have a levitator. We don't have the bridge just yet, so clearly we're going to have to continue exploring the level and doing some backtracking. So this time we're going to head back up. If you didn't already kill the purple enemy, you can kill it. And clearly we're going to have to here, so shoot, shoot, shoot. Nice thing about enemies here is if you hit the enemy and you move off screen, the hits will save. So in this case, we know enemies of this variety have 5 hit points. If you shoot it twice and come back, it'll still have the remaining 3 hit points. They don't regain their health, which is really nice. It's a nice little ingenuity thinking on the part of the developers here. A little bit of strategy involved. All right, now we're going to continue to move across here. We're going to go backtracking through the door. And why exactly are we backtracking? Well, clearly we know there is a bridge item that we need, and we don't have the capability of going across the bridge yet. So where exactly could it be? Well, I'm going to attempt to show you here. So we're going to move back over and down. Jump over the spider bomb very carefully, just like this. Going to continue to backtrack. Spider bomb's not my favorite things in the world. But anyway, we're getting very close to where we need to be right now. So very, very cautious backtracking. I think we've seen this quite a few times by now. And we're almost back to the start of the level, honestly. We're getting very close to that. Lots of backtracking in this level here. Now, that's a firebomb. You can pick it up if you want to. I'm opting to skip it because I know for a fact I'm not going to need it here. And if I did need it, I'm probably going to die anyway here. So I promise that's not going to happen, obviously. Shoot the enemies. Oh, shot my little friend by accident here, but whatever. Gonna move on down, 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 down. Oh, and they have the hover bombs here. These are red grunts with hover bombs. You know what? Forget them. I'll just go across and I will surprise them from behind. Oh, not the smartest play there, although I was gonna get hit either way with a long fall or damage from an octovine. This is where using a health potion would be useful, and sure enough, I'm gonna do that. Very nice little use of it. A hover bomb. We haven't seen those in a while here. Last time we saw a hover bomb was back in stage 3 or 4, I believe, and we haven't used one since we've entered the forest. And hint, hint, we're not going to use one on a door, I should say, until the very next mission, if it even comes to that. Right about here, here's where you want to use a levitator. Last time we did it to a path to nowhere, we had a bridge. Not the case here, so our levitator was put to good use. And we're going to continue on with the next part of this level here. And clearly we know we are looking for a bridge item. Where is it? Do I have it? No, I don't have a key, not yet. Could it be the item above us? Could that be our key? Well, we can't safely get it without destroying this purple grunt here, so we're going to take him out when it's safe. Ooh, 3 items to pick up here. Well, there's our key, and we can't go through that door without getting these items here. And usually, we've come to expect 2 wasp bombs from all of these purple grunts, and sure enough, that's what we get. Go through the door, and are we going to have to use those anytime soon? That's a pretty good guess. So let's see what's over here. Move on through. And right about here, I'm just realizing, oof, it would have been funny if there was an octovine down there to do double damage. But anyway, the reason I'm going back here is I just realized there is an NPC over here that's going to give us a very important item, mainly the bridge item. Yes, that's that one thing we were looking for quite a while. So there's a good reason I backtracked. Now that we have it, we can move forward and continue and end this part of the mission here. So go all the way up, over, and there is our bridge pedestal there. We'll go ahead and use it, cross the large gap that we could not otherwise, all the way down, and we're very, very close to finishing this part of the mission now. We've used all the major items that we could possibly want, except for the wasp bomb here. There's probably a good reason we have 1 or 2 of them. What could it possibly be? And as well as a purple grunt enemy and a machine gun. That one always gets me out of nowhere here. Shoot it, take it down once it's safe. Again, 10 shots will do it. Usually 4 or 5 and then duck will do the trick. You don't have to kill that purple grunt over on the right. Just ignore it. Pretend it's not there. And we're moving along. Roll on through. And this is where you're going to need to use the wasp bomb, because you see how it's going to protect that door? That door guards the elevator to the final part of this mission, which is stage 8. Now, it's just a very simple bit of backtracking until the point where we can access that elevator here. And the way you get to it, go back here, climb up the ledges, climb the ladder, and eventually you'll come to the section with that red grunt, which is the final enemy on stage 7 here. We got to get up there somehow. And how are we going to do it? Just like this. Move over very carefully, climb the ledge, run across the bridge. You don't even have to kill this last enemy because it's wide open. Just run past. And that's it for stage 7. So we've only got one more to go before we complete the second part of this pro challenge here, assuming we can stay alive, which of course is easier said than done the further we get into this game here. But this is the last one. Of course, it's going to get trickier. We're going to have more of these purple grunt enemies. And we're going to have even trickier item placement with bridge gaps and levitators and door switches and machine guns. You're going to see everything here. So get ready for it. The best is yet to come, as they say. So continue to move very carefully, very slowly. Oftentimes the ladders and the platforms are placed in very specific locations that make you think and jump and make very good use of the controls here. By the way, that purple enemy over there almost always shoots me, and it's no exception this time. So take them out very carefully, get rid of them, run across, jump across, and now look at this, a purple human enemy and a wasp bomb drone. This is going to be interesting here. So we took out the drone, take out the purple enemy when it's safe. You do need to climb up there and kill that purple grunt. This is a machine gun grunt. Absolutely don't be fooled. It looks the same as before, but these ones have a new weapon you've not seen before. It is a machine gun. And look at that. Yes, fires much, much quicker. It's got more hit points, takes more damage, and fortunately, it gives you good items too. So, ooh, and they will laugh at you the same way that the other grunts will. So you can opt to avoid it and play hardball, or you could just take a hit if you've got the health and just get 2 free hits on him as he's laughing at you. So he's gone. Get a health potion, use it if you need to, and of course 2 more wasp bombs. What more would you expect from a purple grunt at this point? So we got to be very careful. These purple grunts will now have upgraded machine gunnery from this point forward. The game is absolutely getting tougher now and trickier and harder hitting damage and more damage that you have to do. Ooh, there is a computer with a shaft that you're probably going to need a wasp bomb for, and a machine gun out of nowhere here. So we're going to roll past after killing the Octavine. Very careful. You don't want to have it blow up and knock you into an Octavine. These are some very diabolical enemy placements here. Gonna check this out. Jump over and boom, ooh, into an Octavine. Oh, I love doing that. I know, pretty stupid, but hey, I know I've got health potions to spare. I'm not really concerned. So be very careful. Speaking of which, we've only got 2 hit points left. We don't want to die at this point, 8 levels in, because that would be, what, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 minutes gone. We don't want that right now. So use your wasp bomb, take out the computer like this, and we're going to do some backtracking. What exactly did that computer hold against us? What was it stopping? What was it preventing? Was it a door? Was it an elevator? What exactly was it that was causing all that? What was the need for it? Well, we're pretty close. We're going to find out pretty soon. So we're going to go up this ladder, do some backtracking. We still have a wasp bomb. Typically, we don't need to use more than one. The second wasp bomb I've always found is there just in case you screw up on the first one. I've never screwed up on wasp bombs other than my very first playthrough, so I don't think that's a concern. All right, this is where we killed that purple grunt with the machine gun, if you remember back the first time. Now we're past him. Going to have another section with a purple human enemy here. You can opt to kill it or just run past and let your friend do the damage for you, which is what we've opted to do. And we're going to look over here. Obviously, don't kill him. He doesn't give us anything useful, just tells us the seer waits. Okay. Well, let's keep on moving here, and we're going to have some more Octavines over to the left eventually, and probably some more hidden hazards and traps and pitfalls. Before we go there, let's look over this way. There's a hidden door switch and an NPC up there. What does he have he could possibly give us? A levitator. Well, we all know that's going to be put to good use. Those things are never a waste. Now that we have it, let's do some backtracking. Far over to the right, here's a screen we haven't seen yet. You do want to have your gun ready though. There is a red grunt right there. Take it out very carefully when it's safe. 2 shots will do the trick. The grunt is going to drop an item. It's not really necessary. Firebomb if you want it, but otherwise, go over here, drop your levitator, go all the way up to reach this very cleverly placed NPC, and he's going to give us a bridge item here. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Make sure to pick up your levitator. Don't leave it there. I've seen a lot of people in playthroughs forget to pick it up again, and you will need it to finish this level and this mission here. So we get it. Jump across. There's a heavy door there. Obviously, we have to trigger that door to complete this mission. So use your firebomb, jump down. I really don't care. You got plenty of health, so whatever you want to do here. Go through. We're going to kill this Octavine. You can do front or back shots. I haven't done that in quite a long time. In fact, I don't think I've ever killed an enemy with a back shot here, and that's not going to happen for a while, at least maybe until the next mission perhaps, and you'll see why. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and move towards this locked door very quickly before it shuts on us. And ooh, what's this? We have a bridge down below with tricky enemy placement. What are we going to do here? Well, we're going to levitate, jump across, and that's necessary because he has a key for us, which is probably going to control a door. By the way, get that levitator again. We may not be done with it yet. All right, now, right over here, we're going to run through, across. Thankfully, that door is open for us now. Kill this enemy after very, very creative use of our rolling. We do have the bridge item, so now it's safe to go ahead and use it. Go across. We have anything useful here? I don't think so. Just the firebomb. Yep, probably. All right, and we're very, very close to finishing this level right now. Ooh, not the best use of our rolls and falling there. So definitely to get through this section, you want to roll underneath these guns, just like we've done before. Shoot them from behind 10 times. This one, honestly, you don't even have to kill. You can just run right past it because you're not going to backtrack here anymore. Continue rolling. Now here's another gun you want to shoot out, but before that, check this out, a weapon upgrade, the machine gun. Look how fast that thing shoots. And oh, by the way, you can shoot from behind. So yeah, really useful. Now you can shoot rapid fire in the front or behind, whatever you want to do. Now, interestingly enough, this is very weird. Even though you can shoot rapid fire machine gun style, only 2 hits will register on these enemies, and really any enemy that you face. So I don't understand what is the point, honestly. Break up the fire. I mean, really the only benefit I can tell is not having to tap the button anymore. You just hold it in. Anyway, moving forward, now we have these blue grunt enemies here. It's pretty much the same thing we saw as the purple machine gun grunts. The only difference is a change in color here. Maybe they can move a little bit faster. I don't know. I haven't noticed any real difference other than that. So for the time being, just play it safe and kill them like you do everybody else here. 5 hits will do the trick. And eventually down they go. This one doesn't give us anything. So from right on here, we're going to keep on moving over through, up and around, and we are very close to the end of this level and the end of this mission here. Just a couple more screens to go. Continue moving across. We're going to have at least one more blue grunt. Ooh, and some pitfalls here. Don't fall now. That would be the end of your day, and you won't want that about nearly 50 minutes in. We get a health potion. Use it if you want to. You still got 1 or 2 more enemies here, so you're not out of the woods just yet. By the way, look up there. That's the seer. That's the end of the mission here. So you are basically at the light at the end of the tunnel is right there. So kill this last enemy here. Play it safe. You can jump across if you want to, but I would rather play it safe. Just kill the enemy. You've got time. You've got health. There's no rush here. Remember, there's no time limit in this game, unlike the original Prince of Persia, despite the style similarities. Now, I hope you have that levitator still, because if you don't, you cannot complete this level. Thankfully, we do. We're going to drop it right about here. Go up, across, and we're at the end of this mission. We're 2/3 of the way through. Thank you guys very much for watching. When we pick up in part 3, we're going to complete levels 9 through 12 and the rest of this Pro Challenge here. Have a good one.